Hi, it's me, Stephanie Watson, your psychic comedian from We Are Tree. And I thought I would just come on today to share something that uh, has kind of been on my mind, I guess. And it is why don't I post more? How come I don't post 3 or 4 times a week? Well, a couple reasons. One, I post messages as they come. And if they're important enough to share with those that need to be reached, then I post that. I'm not looking to get YouTube famous. Um, I'm not trying to monetize. I'm not looking for a career on YouTube. That's for sure. What I'm simply doing is sharing messages. And I use YouTube because it's a broader spectrum of people that I can reach. I have a lovely following on Facebook, and I love my trees on Facebook. They're awesome. They're amazing. They keep me going. Um, they just support me in such a beautiful, beautiful way. But I have been urged by my guides to expand, to not just reach the core, but to reach out to those who maybe have never heard of the psychic comedian or We Are Tree, those who have never understood or even thought that they might have some psychic abilities, those that think they're alone in receiving information that doesn't seem to be coming from anywhere but their own head. I guess that makes sense. Um, when I call them downloads, and they tend to be things that all of a sudden we understand that maybe we didn't understand 2 days ago. But now all of a sudden we have an understanding of it. We may not have a full understanding of it, but we have a trust instilled into us that we can continue without knowing the full story. I guess, yeah, sure. I'll take it. So that's why I don't post more. I only post when things are meant to be shared larger than my usual audience. Okay. Also, there's the editing thing. My daughter does my editing, um, and I really don't like to impose upon her. However, I do. And and of course, there's also my health. Sometimes I don't feel like doing a video. Sometimes, even though my guides are telling me this needs to be posted, uh, if I'm feeling up to it, I'm not showing that face to the world because it's not a pretty face. If you get what I mean. Um, of course, as I'm speaking, telling me that that is of little consequence, it shouldn't matter. But still, I am human. I'm not just energetic being. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm also a human being. And being that, um, yeah, I have those human things I have to deal with, such as I don't feel good today, and I don't think I look good today, or uh, yeah, I just, this is not the right time, or whatever it is. Um, I don't want to just put stuff up. I'm not a content maker. Okay. That's not my goal. My goal is not to make content. My goal is to share the messages that come to me that need to be shared to the world in general. Um, I, my business is called We Are Tree because we are all one, all of us. We all come from the same stuff, and we all go back to the same stuff. And we all have the same source energy within us. we just don't recognize it. And a lot of times we get so caught up in our own heads about who we are, who we seem to be, what do I need, what do I want, what do I, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else. I mean, again, we're human. That is, ego is the human thing, baby. So we get caught up in that and tend to forget that when one of us isn't doing well, all of us aren't doing well, right? We forget that. We forget that we are all just part of one big pattern, one big, beautiful mosaic. And when there's a piece missing, it doesn't mean that the mosaic isn't beautiful, but it means it's not complete. And if it's not complete, then it can't be fulfilling. That right? They're like, yeah, that's okay. So that's why I don't post 3 and 4 times a week. Number one, it's not my goal. It's not my purpose. Thank you. You're right. It's not my purpose. Okay, my purpose is to let other people know that they are not alone, that they do have abilities, that these things aren't in their imagination, that we were given these abilities because life is hard. We were given these things by the one who created us, or should I say co-created us, because we had a lot to do with it too. And we were gifted these so that we could have some remembrance of why we chose this, why we came to be in this particular setting at this particular time. Now, most of us think, sorry, that's my phone. I'll turn it off. Sorry. Most of us think that we are just in this by ourselves. And I've heard so many people say, you always die alone. And I've seen a lot of people die, and they do not die alone. There are those around them that we don't see with our physical eyes, that we don't see in the physical, because they're completely energetic, but they are there to lend their energy to the one who is passing, because the one who is passing over, just, they've forgotten. They don't remember. They don't understand that there is something else besides this human condition. Anyway, I guess that's a message for this one. But that's why I don't post a ton, because I don't have a ton to say. When my guides give me something to pass on, trust me, I will pass it on. But I'm not going to be the content maker that most YouTube people are. That's just not my jam. Okay? So if that upsets you, I'm sorry. Tough toenails. I'm simply here to spread messages of joy, hope, love, support, and let you know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And that I love you. And not just me. The whole tree loves you, whether or not they realize it. We all are in this together. And as much as that sounds like a trite saying, it's never been truer. All right, guys, that's what I had to say. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll talk to you next time there's a message, okay? Bye now.